What's going on YouTube? Steven, TheSalonGuy here, and today we're doing a technique tutorial. So, being a professional stylist for over 20 years, I've learned many techniques as far as hairstyling, and especially when it comes to men. From watching how they do their own hair, and then from me actually doing their hair, there's so many things, and I want to share with you kind of a pro tip that I use and I've learned over the years. So a lot of times when it comes to men styling their hair, there's a number of things that you all tend to do, and I'm going to stop you from doing it. So a lot of the times when I see guys styling their hair, or after I'm done cutting it, I say, okay, let me see you kind of work with the haircut a little bit. What they tend to do is they tend to take their hands like this, the palm of their hand, and they just kind of they go like this, right? They mat their hair down, and this is basically it. Or, they'll kind of run their fingers through it like this, and then that's it. Which really does not really help the style, especially if the haircut is designed to have some texture to it. So with this quick hair tip, by using, I'm going to explain to you kind of how you can use your hands and your fingers a little bit differently, instead of just kind of going like this, which I see most guys do. Once you understand the art of really styling your hair, you can do so many things with it. So let's say you don't want to even use any product whatsoever. The key to styling your hair to get texture is to have like a rake. Make your fingers like a rake or almost like a comb. When you go through your hair like this, what it does is it creates separation. All right, now this is great for someone who's got really thick hair, who's got maybe a shorter spiked hair, somebody who has, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 inches of hair on the top of their head, and they want to get a little bit of volume, but a little bit of separation as well. Where it doesn't work is someone's got super thin, fine hair, they're balding in areas, and you start raking it, because that's separating the hair. You don't want to ever separate when it comes to fine hair. What you want to do is actually thicken. So that's when you want to start to create the more matte type of technique where you're bringing the hair together. But when you're looking to create some texture and movement, you want to use your fingers like this. Now the next big thing, this is going to be a lifesaver, is a lot of times I see the matting down like this, all right, the matting down. What you need to do is get your fingers and get your fingers right on the scalp. That's where the texture comes from the base. That's where you're getting that volume from. The minute you start matting down, it's just going to deflate the whole hairstyle. Get your hands on the scalp, get your fingers on the scalp, and literally pretend that you're massaging your scalp. That's the best way I can describe it to people when I do to my clients, or almost like you're scratching your scalp, or you're itching your scalp, because that, as you can see, the difference, look how much volume we have just by doing this technique. So it's really getting the fingers in there, getting it on the scalp, and then getting some motion in there, in the style. The next thing, and again, this is no product, as you can see. The next thing, which I've done this in other videos, is the palm of your hand, and literally you're getting in there and you're trying to mess up the hairstyle. Look at all that volume and texture we got right there and lift. You're literally going in there, rubbing your palm on top of the hair, on the scalp. What that's doing, it's creating little teased motions, and it's actually creating some lift and some support for your style. Okay, look at that. Look at all the volume we have. Again, this is no product whatsoever. So between the hands, raking it, kind of itching the scalp, that's one way to do it. Taking the palm and literally pretend that you're trying to mess up your hair, then get a little bit of texture there, and then you can kind of just tame it down and create a style. Now let's talk about using product. All right, so I've got a scoop of product right here. Usually you're told to take the product and apply it to your palm and then work it through the palm. That's not necessarily wrong or anything, but remember, most of the times you're going in to apply the product with your fingers first. So apply it to your finger like that, then work it through and bring it down to the palms like this. Because when you think about when you're applying product, what's the first thing that's going through your hair? It's your fingers. And then the palm follows. So you want to use your fingers and fingertips to get that product in there and let it follow with the palm of your hand, so that you're really getting that product where it needs to be, and you're able to create a very cool kind of style, and you're easy to get that product in there and work it into shape. Now, another thing, like I mentioned before, it's the same thing when applying product to the hair. What you want to do is you want to go in and you really want to create that separation with the fingertips from the base of the scalp. That is what's going to support the style. You can have all sorts of product on the ends of your hair, but guess where the volume comes? I mean, think about it. Where does hair grow from? It grows from your scalp. It doesn't grow from the ends of your hair. So think about a foundation on a house. If the foundation is not strong, the house will collapse. The same thing with your hairstyle. If it's not secure at the root or the base, which is right in through here, everything will collapse. So that's why, I keep telling you guys to follow these professional techniques because I've been doing them. What you need to do is get that solid foundation at the base. That's where applying product to your fingers is going to come in a lot more handy than going down on the palm and working it in, because when you apply the product here, there's nothing on your fingers. What's happening is the hair, the palm, is gliding here and missing the entire scalp. Also exciting news, I've got some products coming up. Black Friday is around the corner. I'm announcing this publicly now for the first time. We're doing 30% off on Black Friday. It starts at midnight, and last year was out of control. I'm hoping this year will be even crazier with all these new products I have. 30% off Black Friday. I'm looking forward to it. I have some new products launching too, a new clay that I'm working on under my crafted lines. That's really exciting. Let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Also, I'm on TikTok now, folks. TikTok, The Salon Guy. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more videos with The Salon Guy.